For introverts, small talk can feel like a nightmare. Your mind goes blank, your heart races, and every second feels like forever. But here's the twist: small talk was never about being funny or outgoing. It's about one simple trick: noticing what's around you. Master this, and suddenly conversations stop being torture and start feeling effortless. 1. Forget about impressing. Most people think small talk means you have to be funny, smart, or say something impressive. But that's completely wrong. You don't need to tell the best story or come up with the perfect line. Small talk isn't about showing off, it's about making a small connection. Even a simple, like, hey, that's a nice mug, is enough. The point isn't to wow the other person, it's just to open the door for conversation. Once you take away the pressure to impress, small talk instantly feels easier and less scary. 2. Use observations instead of questions. One of the easiest ways to start small talk is not by asking questions, but by making simple observations. An observation is just noticing something and saying it out loud. It could be about the person, the environment, or even the situation you're both in. For example, at a cafe, instead of asking, "What are you reading?" you could say, "That book looks like it's been on a few adventures." At work, instead of asking, "How's your day?" try, "That's your second coffee already. Must be a busy morning." At a party, instead of asking, "Do you like the food?" say, "That snack disappeared fast. Look how that was, say. Looks like it's the winner tonight." The difference is huge. A question puts the other person on the spot, like they have to perform or give the right answer. But an observation is light, casual, and easy. It gives them the choice. If they want to reply, they can. If not, it still breaks the silence in a natural way. The best part? Observations make people feel noticed, and feeling noticed is what makes conversations flow. Here's why this method is so powerful. People like to feel noticed. Think about it. When someone says, "Hey, nice jacket," or "That's a cool phone case," it feels good, right? It shows they paid attention to you. That's what small observations do. They make the other person feel seen without putting them on the spot. Questions, on the other hand, can feel like work. If you ask, "So, what do you do?" or "How's your day?" the other person has to think of an answer, and sometimes that feels like pressure. But an observation is easy. It doesn't demand anything, it just creates a small opening for a natural reply. And here's the best part: once someone feels noticed, they're more likely to open up and keep the conversation going. 4. The easy formula. If you ever feel stuck, here's a simple 3-step formula you can always use for small talk. 1. Notice something. Look around you or at the person. It could be their shirt, their coffee, the weather, or even the music in the background. 2. Make a light comment. Say something short and casual, not too serious. For example, "This place always plays the best music," or "That's a strong coffee. You're ready for the day." 3. Pause and wait. Don't over explain. Don't rush. Just let the other person reply if they want to. That's it. Super simple. You're not forcing the conversation. You're just giving it a little push. Sometimes they'll keep it going, sometimes it'll end there, and both are fine. The goal is just to connect in a natural way. 5. Why it's perfect for introverts. If you're introverted, this method is perfect for you because you don't need to pretend to be super outgoing or loud. You don't have to force yourself to be the life of the party or come up with clever jokes. Instead, you just use a skill you already have: noticing things. Introverts are usually great observers. You pick up on details that others might miss, the way someone's dressed, the vibe in the room, or even small changes in someone's mood. All you have to do is take those little observations and turn them into light comments. This way, you're not faking confidence. You're using your natural strengths to connect with people in a way that feels comfortable. 6. Practice in small moments. The best way to get better at small talk is to practice in little moments where it doesn't really matter. You don't need to wait for a big party or an important meeting. Start small. Say something simple to the cashier while paying, like, looks like it's been a busy day for you. Or to the barista, that coffee smells amazing already. Even in an elevator, a quick, these rides always feel slower when you're in a rush, right? Works. These short, low pressure comments help you train your brain to speak without overthinking. At first, it might feel a little awkward, but the more you do it, the easier and more natural it becomes. Soon, small talk won't feel like a chore. It'll just feel like part of your normal day. Small talk doesn't mean being the most interesting person in the room. It just means making small connections. So stop worrying about impressing people. Just notice something, make a quick comment, and let it flow. That's how you master small talk, even as an introvert. If this helped, hit like and subscribe to Brain Body Thrive for more simple tips on confidence and communication. And tell me in the comments, what's one small talk moment that felt awkward for you? Let's laugh about it together.